Hi, Leslie. Yeah, actually, we do have an updated style sheet that allows for scaling. We have two versions. One is a regular full screen slider that retains its full screen, and another was a scaling version for the full screen slider. Basically, it's not full screen after that point. And I'll demonstrate because I get this. I have to do a tutorial because I get this question a few times. But by default, when we resize the browser, the slider remains full screen. Okay, actually I just updated this for you here. The new one, which I'm demonstrating here, you see how it resizes? It's no longer taking up the full screen, and the reason it has to do this is because if we want to retain the 16:9 image ratio, right? Well, the image needs to resize, and therefore, because it's a full screen image, everything within that area resizes as well. And what was happening is there were some people that had a lot more content in terms of title and description, and that would sort of overflow into the things below it. So by default, it's now just set to remain full screen, but we do have this here, as you can see, but then all the bits and pieces sort of, they will adapt to the device. But as you can see, here is an extreme example on a very narrow, this would be an iPhone 5 around there, how it you only have about 100 and 200 pixels of height here, so the content you put in here, just to something to keep in mind, will have to fit on a mobile device as well. So it's one of those things where just sort of measuring out what sort of content you have in there. I'll just take a look to see what you actually have. Okay, well, even better. In your case, you don't have any, because let me just have a look here. Yeah, you're all pictures, so that's perfect. Okay, I wish everybody did this. This would make working with sliders a whole lot easier. Okay, so what we go, so here is the before. Let me do a fire this. Let me get my inspector fired up, and will it do? There you go. So that would be like a tablet in portrait. You don't have any text, not a problem. I'll send over the style sheet. It's going to go into your, it's this fella right here, this FS slider. So just pop it in there, and your site's looking great, by the way. So I've already updated the style sheet for you, so the colors and all that sort of thing should just translate over, but you don't have any text, so we don't have to worry about that anyways.